Coming up on UIWtv, learn more about the impact the pandemic has had on recruitment for student organizations. Also, find out how other students plan to spend their Valentine's Day. Plus, see UIW football prepare for the start of their season. All this and more next on UIWtv. Hello and welcome back to UIWtv. It is Thursday, February 11th. I'm Joy Bergen.
And I'm Zoe Del Rosario.
We are so glad to be back for the spring semester, and we hope you all had a safe winter break. We look forward to bringing you the latest in news, entertainment, and sports throughout the semester. Let's jump right in. With students returning to campus, safety measures have been implemented in order to make sure everyone stays safe amid the coronavirus pandemic. Every day, students and faculty can expect socially distanced markers, temperature kiosks, and the cardinal daily health check. Here's what students have to say about the university's safety measures.
I think their safety measures for as far as like COVID goes are pretty strong. They have a lot of markings around the campus to make sure that people are staying 6 feet apart. There's social distancing. Masks are mandatory. They have a lot of stations set up where you can take your temperature when you walk inside a building.
The campus has also made COVID testing mandatory for students taking in-person classes. If you would like to schedule an appointment for COVID testing, visit curative.com and search for the university's kiosk.
The pandemic has moved many classes and personal gatherings to a virtual environment, and student organizations are no exception. COVID-19 restrictions have affected recruitment efforts for new members. The absence of new members puts the legacy of some organizations in jeopardy. New and upcoming students aren't always familiar with UIW's vast array of student organizations.
Incoming freshmen or new people being students don't have the resources or the knowledge necessary to reach out to organizations.
Student organizations hope to encourage everyone to get involved safely during the pandemic. For more information about upcoming events on campus or online, visit Engage via your Cardinal apps.
The UIW Communication Arts Department wants to remind its students about important scholarship opportunities. The Cameron Rita Scholarship, the Jason W. Kernut Scholarship, and the Student Media Scholarship are all now open for comms art students to apply. The deadline to submit your application is tomorrow, February 12th by 3:30 p.m. via email to Alicia Caballero.
The library is an important resource for our education. The LibQual survey is a good way to share your input and get the most out of your library experience. LibQual is a national library survey that focuses on the needs of its peers. Students and faculty are encouraged to participate in the survey to determine the direction and improvement of library services. It will allow library staff to tailor a better experience. Those who participate in the survey are eligible to receive cash prizes.
LibQual is a nationally normed survey that helps academic libraries understand the directions they need to grow. They are a peer comparison survey as well. So not only do we gauge how we do to ourselves, we gauge how we do to our peers.
The survey can be taken by all students and faculty and is open to all programs. LibQual will be launched on March 15th and will remain open through March 28th. Feedback is important for changes and adaptations in the library that will benefit you. For more information on LibQual promo and updates, visit www.libqual.org.
February is Black History Month. Here at UIW, we've been hosting events with alumni, faculty, and community leaders who have reflected on their experiences. UIW hosted a virtual discussion event focusing on Central High in Little Rock with sociology professor Dr. Roger Burns.
Back in 1957, except for the 9 black kids, school was entirely white. Now it's a majority black student population. Here we see the Capitol grounds.
Dr. Barnes shared stories on the sacrifices and struggles the Little Rock Nine faced to open doors and seek equality on education during the Civil Rights Movement. If you'd like more information about events at UIW, visit UIWtv. Today, students will be hosting a virtual gathering and exhibition of their work related to Black history and heritage. The event will take place at 1:30 via Zoom. Cardinals, we want to hear from you. With Valentine's Day coming up this weekend, we want to know, what is your go-to rom-com on Valentine's Day? Don't forget, you can find our social media questions on UIW ComArt's Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after these short messages with the latest in entertainment.
Look good in any of this. Why do I have to look like this? I just can't focus on anything. If you are feeling alone or have self-deprecating thoughts, please reach out to a loved one because you are not alone.
You are watching UIWtv, the word on campus.
Welcome back, Cardinals. I'm Nate Rodriguez, here to catch you up to date on what you need to know in entertainment news. Campus felt a little quiet without the performances we've come to know and love from the UIW Theater program. Still, UIW Theater students are working hard to pursue their dreams despite the circumstances. The program has even seen a rise in enrollment. Students have been able to practice all aspects of theater through a digital setting as well as in person.
We're still building sets, we're still taking our classes that are teaching us all the different dynamics of theater, and that's something that we just love, and it's so inspiring.
UIW Theater productions are not currently open to the public, but with all of the work they're putting in, we cannot wait to see them return to the stage in the fall. It's time to take a look at what Frank has in store for us in our Music in a Minute segment, where we highlight the greatest music on the Billboard charts.
I'm Francisco Flores, and this is Music in a Minute with UIWtv. Olivia Rodrigo's hit single, Driver's License, has set at the #1 spot on Billboard's Artist 100 for the past 3 weeks. Followed by 24 Karat Golden featuring Ian Deal's Mood has held the #2 spot for an astounding 25 weeks. The Weeknd's Blinding Lights, Ariana Grande's 34 plus 35, and Dua Lipa featuring DaBaby's Levitating has held the 3rd, 4th, and 5th spots on the Artist 100 list. On Billboard's Top 200, Morgan Wallen's Dangerous, the double album, has held the #1 spot, followed by Pop Smoke's Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon has held the #2 spot. Hip-hop continues to dominate the Billboard charts, with the top 9 artists with the most Billboard 100 hits being rappers. This has been Francisco Flores with UIWtv.
Thanks, Frank. Don't forget to add these songs to your playlist if you haven't already. If you're a fan of movies and you're looking for something new to see, we got you. Here's Ray Gano with The Final Cut.
Hi, I'm Ray, and welcome to The Final Cut. Today we'll be reviewing Netflix's Outside the Wire. So Outside the Wire is a sci-fi military action movie with a very 80s action movie vibe to it. It was directed by Mikkel Hafstrom and released on January 15, 2021 on Netflix. Outside the Wire takes place in the very close future of 2036, where a civil war in the Ukraine is being waged between pro-Russian insurgents and local Ukraine resistance. with America acting as peacekeepers between the two. When a plot is discovered that a local warlord is on the verge of gaining access to Cold War-era nukes, it's up to drone pilot Harp, played by Damson Idris, and Captain Leo, played by Anthony Mackie, to stop him by any means necessary. The world of Outside the Wire is a very interesting one, depicting a very Cold War-era feeling in the not-so-far future with a heavy use of drone warfare, even to the point where drones are replacing ground troops with machines known as GUMPs, which I particularly enjoyed the mechanical design of due to how down-to-earth and almost plausible they seem to be. I also especially love the initial themes that this movie brings up, with there being a special focus on how drone warfare can at times make some desensitized to what they're actually doing. Though the themes aren't 100% original and have been explored in other movies before, the way that they are used here is more of a background in order for the story and action to take center stage. With great action that really uses the man and machine aspect to its advantage, and a cool story with twists and turns set in an interesting background, I highly recommend this movie to any sci-fi, military, or just plain action fan. This has been Ray Cano, and this has been The Final Cut.
Thanks, Ray. I'll definitely have to check it out soon. Well, whether you've been avoiding the Valentine's Day aisle at your local H-E-B, or you're planning on doing something romantic for that special someone, Valentine's Day is this Sunday. Here's Abigail Velez with a look at how UIW students are planning on celebrating, if at all.
Love is in the air. Valentine's Day is here, and Cardinals throughout the university have their plans set for how they plan to celebrate or avoid the holiday. Lambda Pi Eta president and communication arts major Benny Resendez says he needed a reminder about the upcoming holiday.
I completely forgot about it, honestly, just because COVID, and I've just been busy with school and work, and I'm not currently in any relationships, so I just kind of forgot about it. But this Valentine's Day, I don't know, I just plan to maybe send a little card out to people that, you know, maybe not in the relationship type level, but they mean a great deal to me.
On another note, nursing major Emily Mayela says although she has a busy week, she fully anticipates on celebrating the holiday accordingly.
My boyfriend and I, he's surprising me to a restaurant. I don't know which one yet, but I told him I want to go somewhere new. So I'll be studying, spending with my family, and going to dinner with my boyfriend.
Mayela also hopes for a sweet, different kind of Valentine's Day surprise.
They might do something special for us for Valentine's Day. I suggested to my teacher if maybe we could move the test from the 15th to the next week, but he said no. So maybe he'll give us extra credit since it's Valentine's Day.
Good way to avoid the love in the air? Wear a mask. Stay tuned to clubs and organizations' social medias to learn about the fun events and activities you can get in on to celebrate the holiday. This has been Abigail Velez reporting for UIWtv.
Thanks, Abigail. I know I'll definitely be grabbing myself some Valentine's Day chocolate. Well, don't go anywhere. Up next, we'll catch you up on all things UIW sports, so don't miss it. For now, this has been Nate Rodriguez with your entertainment news. I'll see you next time.
During any health crisis, self-isolation is necessary to separate oneself from others to flatten the curve by stopping the spread of any infectious disease. During your self-isolation, you should try some activities to continue your active state of mind. They can include writing a letter to a friend, binge watching a new TV series, or FaceTiming with your friends or family members at any time. If you are feeling that you are developing a wide range of emotions that is affecting your mood, thinking, or behavior, connect with the crisis counselor during any crisis or during your self-isolation. Text the National Crisis Text Line. Text HOME to 741-741 or call the Bexar County Crisis Line at 210-223-7233. Create a plan, find support, and stay informed.
Hey there, I'm Zoe Del Rosario with the latest in sports coverage. We have some exciting updates in store for UIW athletics. We begin by congratulating Keyston Willis of the UIW's men's basketball team, who was named Southland Conference Player of the Week for his outstanding play. Willis averaged 20.5 points per game in the Cardinals' 2 road victories this past week. Speaking of men's basketball, last night the Cardinals faced up against Northwestern State. Unfortunately, the team came up short by 1 point in the loss 67-66. Women's basketball did secure a victory against Northwestern State in a win 56-47 behind Destiny Jenkins' 11 points and 6 rebounds. There were important victories all around UIW athletics this past week. Cardinals, we have more exciting news. After a longer than usual off-season, UIW football gets set to start their spring season. I took a close look at the team's preparation. Last August, UIW football found their fall season postponed due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Despite COVID-19 restrictions, the team has grown closer.
We just kind of are attracted to each other, back to each other, that brotherhood, and so we just try to figure out things that we can do off the field.
With the social justice movement kind of paired in with this, I think it's been a great time for us to kind of find a way to unify.
Having a longer off-season helped players improve in key areas of the game.
You know, I think offensive line-wise was a big question coming in, and I like where we're at right now. I think we've had some young guys step in and you know, have really turned it up a notch.
Get that inside leg there.
With a shorter season ahead, the team's focus is on one goal.
Number one goal, win 6 games and get that AQ. So we can go and compete for a national championship. That's the only goal here.
Players can't wait to be back on the field and show the work they've put in. For UIWtv, I'm Zoe Del Rosario. UIW football kicks off their season with a home game against Sam Houston on Saturday the 20th. To follow the rest of their schedule, visit UIWcardinals.com. The University of the Incarnate Word men's basketball team recently added Charlie Yoder to their roster. With the new NCAA rule, Charlie was able to transfer to UIW mid-season from prep school. The rule allows athletes in prep school to play with their committed university early.
I just want to bring energy and just do whatever I'm asked. And so, I just want to help us be successful in any way I possibly can.
Charlie likes the idea of joining the team so he can get adjusted for next year. Look for Charlie and the Incarnate Word men's basketball team as they take on the University of New Orleans this Saturday. The student body at UIW is very diverse when it comes to sports. Jake Thayer is an NCAA Division I fencer for UIW's men's fencing team. He's been fencing for the last 8 years of his life. The team has encountered many hardships because of COVID-19, but Jake finds comfort in his teammates.
I always have a team to fall back on now, and I've been surrounded by a lot of great people that I hope to stay in contact with for probably forever.
As the team gets ready for their upcoming competition, they continue to uplift each other as athletes and friends. If you'd like more information about UIW's fencing program, visit uiw.edu/fencing. Cardinals, let's take a look at what's happening on UIW athletics this weekend. Volleyball takes on Central Arkansas tonight at 6 p.m. Softball will begin their season this Friday against Prairie View A&M. Men's soccer is set to start their season this Saturday at noon against UNLV. For a full and detailed schedule, check out UIW Athletics on their website and all social media platforms. We wish all of our Cardinals the best of luck this weekend. That's all we have for sports today. Until then, I'm Zoe Del Rosario. How about we check out the social media responses, Joy?
Absolutely. Thank you, Zoe. Cardinals, this week we wanted to know, what is your go-to rom-com on Valentine's Day? Here are some of your responses. Ana Michelle says, 10 things I hate about you. Benny Resendez says, 50 first dates. And Amelia Dennerville said, pretty in pink. Those are some great recommendations for those of us looking for something to watch this weekend. Don't forget to check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter for our next social media question. Your answers could be featured in our next newscast. We want to thank you once again for tuning in to our first newscast of the spring 2021 semester. We are so excited for the future of UIWtv. Mark your calendars, we'll be back again on February 25th. Until then, I'm Joy Bergen. Have a great weekend, stay warm, and stay safe.